What's good, YouTube? It's your main man, AV the Hero, back again with another video. And tonight we have our first NBA Hornets recap of the entire season. I'm excited because we had a great game. Let's get into it.
My dude, AV the Hero. Well, we getting it down in the Ball State, baby.
Hey, way to get out of the lane. What do you thought about that, Jay?
I like that. Yeah, I told you, he's a hustler for it. Let's go. I'm out.
Let's get into it, man. First off, thanks for hitting the sub button, notification bell, liking the video, and I know the real ones. Y'all would like the video already before the intro was even done. Appreciate y'all. Y'all also probably part of the 15,000 subscribers. Much appreciated. We on our way to 20K. Yeah. It's that time. It's that time again. Now, I started off here. What I want y'all to do is look right here. Just look. Let me sit that here for you. Let me sit this here for you because this graph here shows you where you at. If you was watching this graph here, if you was started the thing here, you was like, yo, the Hornets got the W today. They coming to play. Your boy Melo ready. It's a squad. They high seed. This is the game versus the Pacers. We seen what happened last year. If you started here thinking that way and it started to trickle this way and you said, man, you know what? These off-season moves wasn't enough. We need more. The players ain't there yet. What's going on? The Hornets, they suck. I thought I had high expectations. And then you started the waiver in this portion. You can't see my hand no more, but you know where my hand at. If you started to waver, look deep. You might be on the bench. But then, my dog Melo said, hold up, wait a minute. Rare, 101. Let me get my hoop on. Give me the ball. Let me take over. Let me do my thing. And if you one of them people who started here believing, yo, we got a shot, and then when it got over here where that teal started dropping, you still believed? You still was tuned into the game? You hadn't say, you know what, I'm cutting this off, it's over yet? You might be a real one. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Your boy AB, he a real one. That's the intro. Now, let's get it over here. I will say this now, and I said this, I'm gonna continue to do that rookie ladder that we did last year, touching on the rookies, seeing who's hooping, and they might be a sleeper for rookie of the year, because this boy here from the Hornets, Duarte, first game ever, 27 points. 6 for 9 from behind the arc. The boy looked like a sleeper for rookie of the year. Keep your eye on him. We're gonna keep watching. I know the Jalen Greens and the boy, my dog up in Detroit, Cade Cunningham. I know people expecting that, but the way he hooping tonight, if he can keep that going, they got 3 great players on their squad. If they can keep that going, this Pacers team, shout out to the Pacers. That's my team here in the city, which also, it always sucked when the Hornets play the Pacers because it's a blackout and then your boy AB had to go in there and figure out ways to watch the game. Which is also how I know people was flaking, because I found one of these good streams and it was a nice little conversation going and people was like, damn, I came back when I left the game, the Hornets was down by 23. I came back and they winning? What happened? Yes, I'm gonna show you what happened right here. LaMelo Ball, 31 points. That is what happened. LaMelo Ball showed up today, dynamo from behind the arc. In the preseason, we've seen him struggle with the 3-point shot. In the last couple of days, from the end of the preseason to now, my dog went into the lab and he got that right, because the 3-point shot was hidden. He was even knocking down bank shots in tonight's game, and then the bank opened up and even Gordon Hayward trickled in some bank shots from tonight's game. So let's see that. Damn near flirting with a triple-double again. Your boy LaMelo, 31 points, 9 boards, 7 assists. when it comes to predictions, this is damn near right where I was at. 20 plus, damn near 9 to 10 rebounds and 8 to 10 assists. Flirting with a triple-double. Some people say, AB, you might be on to something. Some people say, AB. Remember that? The folks, when I pointed to that thing in the middle, I said, yo, they started to waver. Some people say, I don't know, you might not be on to something. But look, I blessings to all. Let's keep going here. Kelly Oubre got the start in place of Terry Rozier. I was listening to Mitch Kupchak talk in the pregame, and he talked about what they were expecting to get from Kelly Oubre a lot, being able to really spell Gordon Hayward at times and get some solid minutes, so we can get the highest caliber of Gordon Hayward as possible, being able to take him from 30+ minute guy to under that to about 25 minute guy and have Kelly do that. Today, Kelly Oubre stepped in for Terry Rozier, and one of the big things that we got from Terry Rozier last year was spot up shooting. Kelly Oubre tried to spot up shoot, and please, Kelly, please stop. Attack the basket, be athletic. I want to see you, Kelly, playing in that role like a Miles Bridges, except for when Miles Bridges shoot the three. Miles, you shoot the three, Kelly, chill on it. And Miles wasn't even that amazing tonight. 1 for 4 from behind the arc, but still, we know Miles can get hot. Kelly Oubre 2 for 9 from behind the arc. They had him out there playing some solid defense on that last possession. They had him, I want to say he was out on Brogdon or whatnot. You know what I mean? So you can see that they're going to put him in possessions that matter, right? He's going to play meaningful minutes. I just think that sometimes Kelly Oubre played over there in Golden State, and he think that he might have some splash brother that rubbed off and did not. Go back to the lab, Kelly. I'm not saying don't shoot that three, but work on that three and then come back and start shooting that three. Now, here's the guy who stepped up tonight in a big way, Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward, if I remember correctly, did not get his first bucket until the second quarter of this game. So for him to come on strong there in the end and end up with 27 points says a lot about Gordon Hayward. I am one of those guys who is big on Gordon on this team. I think that he adds a component. There's a stillness that he plays with. There's that mid-range game that if he can get it going, he finds himself in position to take easy shots, I'm gonna say, for an NBA player. Now, you don't need to be out here fading away and hit mid-range. But Gordon, that's his game. He can get to his spots and he can go. He can make solid plays in crunch time. So I like Gordon. I think from a Mason Plumlee perspective, 10 rebounds, I love that from Mason. 5 assists, that's great for Mason. I think Mason Plumlee is an improvement from the bigs that we had last year. I do think that a PJ Washington as the backup center is not a bad thing either. Like, a lot of these NBA teams are going to have these big bigs, right? And it's going to be tough for this Hornets team. But I think that in games where they got dominated by bigs, because it really wasn't even like and they were getting beat by bigs who first, second years, no name, not even big, just people who are big. I think that Mason Plumlee being on this team alleviates some of that. Miles Turner was effective in this game, but not as effective as he could have been. You see Miles with 9 points, 4 blocks, yes. He was protecting the rim and all of that stuff, but he did not dominate like some of these other bigs did in the preseason. You see Miles Turner here with 6 boards. We'll take that. We'll take that all day. Protecting the rim, did a great job of that. But I think that Mason Plumlee offsets a lot of that. Here's what I think though. This Hornets team, and for a lot of people who wavered, I understand why you wavered. I understand. You looked at what was out there and you say, man, but we missing something. We need to go. Here's what I would tell you, and I ask you to think about this, and then we'll continue to move and look at some other stats and stuff, is that boy Terry Rozier. Don't forget about him. don't forget about him. As you sit and you be thinking like, man, we need somebody else. We need a. I agree with you. I think that if we could get a free agent big or somebody like that down low, that would be an exceptional addition to this team. But I will tell you that what they have on this roster, if it's all healthy, can be enough. What Terry Rozier did for this team last year was, in closing games down the stretch, was phenomenal. Last year, Terry Rozier was number 2 to Steph Curry on catch and shoot threes. That's a big deal. And here's why I want to tell you this. Games like tonight, games like that last preseason game where this Hornet team doesn't have all of their key players, they're going to look bad. They're going to struggle. But tonight shows that they could pull it out with what they had. And if you look at a team like, let's say, Golden State. Golden State was a team that was year after year making it to the finals and winning them, right? Kevin Durant goes down that one year. Okay, whatever, we got a Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson goes down and it's over. At that point, you got Draymond and you got Steph, and that's it. This Hornets team, as constructed, can't afford to miss a key piece. With the key piece, they got a stick. They got a squad. Missing a key piece, it's a struggle. You've seen that same thing happen last year. You lose LaMelo, changes the whole dynamic of this team. You lose a Terry Rozier, changes the whole dynamic of this team. You lose a Gordon Hayward, changes the dynamic of this team. Not the whole dynamic, but a dynamic of this team. And so what happens is, now you got to put these guys on the court, and then they got to figure it out. This is what I believe happened in the beginning of this game. A lot of folks trying to figure it out. They realize, you know what, wait a second. We got that kid number 2. LaMelo should be number 1. Let us get the ball in his hand. Let him cook a little bit. Let's rally the troops. A couple steals in there back to back. When the game was looking silly, is really what sparked those guys and then and set them on that run. I want to say it was a 24-2 run or a 24-4 run at one point in that third to fourth quarter. This Hornets team looked immaculate, looked really good. Hey, just a great game. Let's go here. Let's check this out here. Here's this graph again. Man, this speaks it all. This is why they play the games, because you just never know. And this is why that 21 skunk don't work in the NBA. You go here, leading scores for this Hornets team, 31 points from LaMelo. So I was in one of my, and I'm gonna do a video about this tomorrow. I did a bunch of polls, and in those polls I had people make their predictions and stuff like that. And what I want to do is I want to do something with that. Go through those polls, look at them, get them on the screen. So if you see this video, go to them polls, make comments, do all of that stuff, because I'm gonna feature all of that in a video that we do tomorrow, just about this season and some of the, you know what I mean, in the universe of things that we talk about. So go check that out. But it was a poll that was on there, and it was talking about Ant Edwards and LaMelo Ball, and folks just kept saying that they didn't think that LaMelo was the type of scorer, you know what I mean, as Anthony Edwards. And tonight you see that boy can get it going, man. 31 points tonight from him. Let's see, rebounds, Domantas Sabonis 15 boards, Mason Plumlee 10 boards. I'm okay on a night where Mason Plumlee gives me 10 boards and is our leading rebounder. I want to see that night in and night out. If he can do that, he's gonna have an excellent season, and this Hornets team gonna have an excellent season. Assists, 7 assists from your boy LaMelo Ball. Great job leading this team in 2 categories, points and assists tonight. Great. Mason Plumlee 2 categories, rebounds and blocks. I love to see that. We go here. Percentages from these teams. Your boy LaMelo Ball, 77% from behind the arc. Oh my God, the 3-point shot was falling for him tonight. 47, damn near 50% from the field. That's a solid night by any standard when it comes to hooping, and great improvement from last season. 100% from the free throw line. The shot was falling for him. Great job. We see a Gordon Hayward, 50% behind the arc, 45% from the field. I love that for him. If we can get Gordon to show up like this every night and LaMelo to show up like he did tonight, we can add Terry Rozier to this type of production from these guys. It's going to be a special night, a special season for this Hornets team. A great game. all in all, it's your main man, AB the Hero. We finna get up out of here. Let's roll.
No, not peace. +1, triple B's. We out.
Yeah, it is.